Hello and welcome to this Excel tips video. I am Sumit Bansal, and in this video I am going to show you how to quickly combine the date and time values in Excel. So here I have this data where I have the dates in column A and time values in column B, and I want to combine these and get the date and time value in a single column. The easiest way to do this would be to simply add these two. So I would come here, have an equal to sign, A2 plus B2, and now when I hit enter, it gives me this result where I have the date and the time, and I can copy it for all these cells. Now in this case, it has automatically picked up the formatting. So it shows you the date with a space character and then the time in the 24-hour format. For example, if you see here, the time was 3:20 p.m. but in this case it becomes 15:20. So there is a date and then a time in the 24-hour format. Now if this is not the format you want, you can easily format it. In case you do not get it in this format, in case you get simple numbers with an integer portion and the decimal portion, which is how Excel store dates and time values, then you can also easily change this. To do that, simply select these cells, hold the control key and press the 1 key. This is going to open the format cells dialog box. Now if you're using a Mac, you can use command 1 and again the same thing would open up. Now here I have all these options in the left pane. I would select custom and there would be some formatting here already. In this case the formatting is DDMMYYYY and then a space character and then the time format, which is HHMM, and this is how it is being shown in these cells. If you want to change this, then you can simply modify it here. So in my case, I'm fine with the formatting. All I just want is that the time should be shown as an AM PM format. So I would simply come here, have a space character and then type AM/PM, and now when I click OK, you'll see that now it shows me the result in the right format. So the date and time has been combined and it's in the right format. Now one good thing about this method is that in the backend in Excel, in these cells, it's actually still numbers. So you can use these results in calculations because it is shown as date and time to you, but in the backend Excel still stores these as integers and decimals. So you can easily use this in calculation. Now let me show you another way that you can do this using a simple formula. Here again, I have the same data set with date in column A and time in column B. And in this case, instead of simply adding it, I'm going to use the concatenate formula where I'm going to combine these two. So the formula here would be concat, or you can also use concatenate, but now concat is going to be the better formula. So it's better if you have it, you use the concat formula. And here I'm going to enter the text that I want to combine, and in this case it would be the date and the time. But what this does is it also allows me to specify the format in which I want the result. So for example, if I do not want this date in this format, I want it in some other format. Maybe I do not want to show the day, I only want to show the month and the year, then I can do all that customization right within the formula. So here I'm going to use the text formula within the concatenate function. So I'm going to use text, then I'm going to specify the value that I want to combine, which is the date, and then the format of the date that I want to show. So the text formula, what it does is it takes a value and it allows you to show it in any format you want. So in this case, I would keep the format, which needs to be in double quotes, as DDMMYYYY, which is exactly how it is being shown here right now. But if you want, you can modify it. So this is my text formula. Now I need a space character between the date and the time value. So I would have a space character here, and then I want the time value, which again I would combine using the text formula. So I would have text, then the value here, which is the time value, and the format for the time value, which would be R and then minute. But because I also want this to, I want to maintain the AM PM format, I'm also going to add AM/PM here. And now I have this formula, and what it is going to do is give me the date, then a space character, then the time, and date and time would be shown in the format that I have specified. So now when I hit enter, it gives me this result and I can copy it for all the cells. Now one thing you need to know about this method is that the resulting output is a text string, which means that these are not numbers in the backend. So you will not be able to use this as numbers in calculations, but you would be able to use these as text values if you are using it in calculations. Now let me show you a couple more things, because you must be wondering what is the difference between this method and the previous method, because the previous method was a little bit easier. The benefit of this method is that you can do a lot of customization within this formula. For example, let's say I do not want to, in the formula here. So I do not want to simply show the date, then space character, then time. I also want to have something like the value date and then show the date there, and then have time written and then show the time, instead of simply having the date and time. So I can make that level of customization right within the formula. For example, here I would type date colon in double quotes, and then here I have a space character already, and now here I would enter time in double quotes. And now when I hit enter, you see it gives me the result in this format where it says date is this and time is this. So because these are text strings, you can do all kinds of text manipulation that you can do with text data. So this is why this method is quite useful, where you can have any text string before or after the value, and you can show the value in any desired format. For example, if in the same thing I do not want to show the date in this format, I only want to show the month and the year, then I can do that here. I can come here and simply remove this part here, dd, and only show month and year. And now when I hit enter, you'll see that it shows me this. Or you want to show the month name, then you can do that as well. Come here, instead of 2 M's, have 3 M's. So it is going to show you the month name in short format, which is Jan 2021 or March 2021. So you can do all that level of customization here. So these are two really simple ways you can use to combine date and time in Excel. That's it in this video. I hope you found this useful. Also, if you're liking these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so that you never miss out on any new Excel tips video I come up with. Thank you and have a nice day.